I don't feel this is right. I don't know, should we let go? Diving into your mind just to overflow. Are you feeling the signs? Feel the cold in your bones. Looking up to the sky to see a silver sun. I can't be the only one who always feels this way. I can't be the only one who's slowly falling. I can't be the only one who always feels this way. I can't be the only one who's slowly falling.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I know, I said a couple of hours, but I passed out. I know. Do not worry, though. We are starting right now. I had the weirdest fucking dream. And I posted it on Twitter. I don't know if anyone read it, but that was fucking weird. The little nap I had, though, I don't think I dreamed. Oh, wait, maybe I did. I think I did. It had something to do with me and my brother, but I don't know what the fuck happened. Anyway, let's just get back into it. No need for sidetracking. Mask of the Plague Doctor by Peter Parrish, Chapter 13, Epilogue. Now, at the last time we were here, um, the last stream that I was doing, we basically finally found the cure. We cured the plague, but it wasn't perfect. I went and told the Baron, and I know Ayoko wanted me to keep some information withheld, but then Alice really wanted me to also go and try to tell them everything that we knew so that she could have a chance to get into the what is it called? The royal physicians. But, you know, I wasn't sure if they were even going to give that to us anyway. But I thought the safest way to keep my head would be to tell them everything. I mean, I know Ayoko wouldn't have liked it, but I didn't promise that I would withhold that information. The only thing I said was that maybe some information should be withheld. But I didn't say I was going to withhold it. And he might not like that. So that's where we left off. Just a little small recap. The smell of cooked lamb greets you as you step inside the shackled stag. You look around the tavern's lower room, wondering whether you have arrived ahead of your colleagues. At the nearest table, four elderly townsfolk are engrossed by a game you vaguely recall as Realms of the Crown. The establishment is doing a fine trade, thanks, no doubt, to the lifting of the siege. Unable to spot your fellow plague doctors among the patrons, you head toward the bar. A gray cat with a white streak across its face sits atop the counter, grooming its paws. You risk extending a hand only to be rewarded with a hiss. Oh, mean kitty. Hmm? Don't touch Moonbeam. You look up to see a scarred face. A pair of hairy hands rest on the bar. You wanting a drink? Food? He motions toward a door that you assume leads to the kitchens. Could recommend the lamb. I'm looking for two colleagues of mine, you ask. Masked, like myself. Oh, you're with them. His expression sheds its cynicism. They're just seated over there. He points over the heads of a rambunctious group of off-duty sentries to a far corner table. The boy asks for mead. It's the good stuff from ch.13. Sure, why not? Wait. Do you only have mead? What else do you got? Not a great deal. Still awaiting more deliveries. If not mead, water. I've got some rose petals I could boil up. Had people request that before. Rose petals will be fine, you say. He nods. Go sit. I'll bring these over. Rose petals in water is actually a kind of remedy tea that some people use to help with something, but I forget. I forget what it helped. Anyway, you make your way over, turning your body sideways to squeeze between the backs of two close chairs. Just in time, you manage to withdraw your elbow before it nudges one of the elderly players in the back. Found us at last, Alcor remarks as you take your seat at the table. His mask sits at his side. We waved, Alice adds, but you were intent on staring at us, past us. What? How did I not notice? She motions to someone behind you and moves her own mask aside to make space on the table. Beverages and morsels. You turn to see the barman depositing a tray of goblets and small plates in the spot left by Alice. The liquid sloshes with the impact, then settles once more. Ah, thanks, you say, reaching for some coin. Put that away, he tells you. Survivors of Thornback Hollow, eat and drink for free. What? Oh, shit. Hell yeah, man. As he steps away from your table, he pauses and then turns back. Eat and drink for free once, he adds. Saviors, Alice mutters. You won't find a single case of walking death within these walls, Ayako says. I'd measure that as a success. Would those who we sheared of their memories consider it so? They're in the care of the sanctuary, he replies. Aylwin and his children will tend to them until they are ready to return to their homes. It seems that simply being able to sleep again, they're offering reverence to this dweller of theirs. Yes, but and they're alive, Alice. Scarred by their ordeal, but alive. I could do that better. Scarred by their ordeal, but alive. I'm not saying the adjustment will be easy, yet, with aid from their families or friends, they will be able to adapt. Before she can reply, a shout of delight arises from the table of elderly patrons. Somebody, it would seem, has played a winning move. You see two of the players making disgruntled gestures as a third starts to reset the board. We can dream of a better outcome, you say, but let's not dismiss what we have accomplished. Alice is quiet for a moment, swirling the contents of her cup. Perhaps you are right, she says. Ayoko reaches for a rib of lamb. Saviors or not, we need to eat. He lifts the food to his mouth and takes a bite, closing his eyes to savor the taste. Deity's blessing to whoever brought this meat within the walls. Lift your goblet. Hell yeah. The liquid satisfies your throat. After weeks of drinking well water from stagnant casks, anything else tastes exquisite. Your thanks are owed to the council, I suppose, Alice says to Ayoko. Aviva Frith and our workers' council. If you seek to thank the hands that brought this meal to our table, she thinks for a moment. Though, I imagine she would prefer we offer our praise to the shepherd who tended the flock, the butcher who prepared the meat, the wagon driver who carried it through the gates, the barman who cooked it and placed it before us. You had. All right, Ayoko laughs, holding a second rib aloft. Blessings and thanks to all of those and more. Will this council even last? You muse. The crown cannot allow Thornback Hollow to remain unpunished. Word is the bulk of the crown's forces are mired overseas, the surgeon replies between mouthfuls. Morland's soldiers are needed in the fields, and there's little fodder left outside to sustain a new siege. The crown wanted the trade route open. He motions from south to north with a stripped rib. And behold, good flows once more. I believe this town will be spared as an on assault for the time being. Sorry. I can do that better. I can do it better. I believe this town will be spared an assault for the time being. Yes. What if other towns follow suit? It's said the Children Valley miners have downed their tools, and they'll be crushed for doing so. Aoko's face is stern once more. A mining village. No walls. It'll not take an army to subdue that uprising. Enough about soldiers and revolts, Alice complains. I didn't invite you both here to pontificate about politics. You hear a chair clatter to the floor and turn to see a staggering red-sashed laborer fling what's left of his drink over the man seated opposite. Bellowing in annoyance, the man stands, sways, and tries to fling a punch at his adversary. It misses, and the two start to fall toward one another, slurring insults. Before either can cause too much damage, the barman steps in, applying the short of firm courtesy attained through many years of throwing drunks out of taverns. The room is calmed. Anyway, Alice continues. turning her head away from the show. I have a proposition for you both. Ominous, Ayoko says. Shush. I'm serious about this, she replies. I've been considering the medical materials we've gathered here in Thornback Hollow. Not just parchments and research, but those we treated for the disease. It deserves proper collation, and I intend to take up that task. You would do so from the sanctuary? You ask. No, I'd need a different building. The dwellers' children have been hospitable, but their plans do not accommodate my own. Where then? There's no lack of empty property in Thornback Hollow. Oh, that's Ayoko. That's Ayoko. There's no lack of empty property in Thornback Hollow, Ayoko says, a grim reminder of the plague's toll. And Olviva's lot are talking about rebuilding the old quarter, too. Indeed, Alice replies. Then how do we fit into your plans? You ask. I would be delighted to have your assistance, she says. Your recollections and theories about the plague would be invaluable for any library of material. Ayako swings his mead. It's a fine offer, the surgeon says, and I can perhaps give you some of my time, but I've taken work at the Warrens. He gestures cup in hand toward the slopes beneath the upper quarter. They needed another fool to chase the rabbits around. You're giving up medicine? You ask. Not entirely, Elko replies. Rabbits have blood and sinew, same as all creatures. And if someone has urgent needs of a surgeon, well, I won't turn them away. He pauses to scratch his stubbled cheek. Something about being guardian to those animals. I don't know. I felt the appeal. Felt it when we looked after them in the sanctuary. And Richard, the steward, we got on well. His mouth betrays a partial smile. We're close, I suppose. The rabbits are in fine hands, Alice says. Steward, too, it appears. Oh, Steward, too, it appears. I'm happy for you, Ayoko. Me too, you say. You've got a bond with those animals. I notice you've not yet made your intentions known, Jack the Ripper, Alice remarks. Is it your wish to remain in Thornback Hollow or to depart? Before you can profess your thoughts, a whoop of effusive laughter erupts from the table in the opposite corner of the stag. A fellow clad in motley garb has clambered onto the wooden surface, to the delight of his companions. They strike the table with the flats of their palms as he begins an uneven dance and croons a merry tune. Oh, Thornback Hollow could not sleep, those within its walls did weep, till masks and fleam met the decay, and chased that rotten plague away. Oh, Thornback Hollow. No boots on the tables, you wretches. The barman's thick hands pull the flailing performer back to the ground. His friends cheer the efforts of their comrade and make pantomime booing sounds at the tavern owner's interruption. A familiar jacket is among those clapping and jeering as the man retakes his seat with sheepish expression. Lucia? You say. Jack the Ripper! They called back, clapping their neighbor on the back as they stand and cross to your table. The masks and fleams are in residence, I see. Their grin is infectious. You feel the corners of your own mouth draw upward into a smile. What are you doing here? The mercenary spreads out their arms. Drinking, making merry, they laugh, suffering through awful singing. You'd do better on the same stage, I presume. Can and will, Lucia declares, placing one foot upon the seat of a free chair. And on a better stage than this. I have passage on a ship, sailing from Brimsmouth, at the thawing of the harbor, bound for Salvezza. What's in Salvezza? Asks Alice. What you find in every city: poverty, wealth, opportunity. They glance at the hilt of their blade. Different opportunities. I traveled with the Arabian players in the guise of an actor, and played that role rather well. Their mouth shapes back into the familiar grin. Salvezza welcomes performance of all kinds. Stage or street, I'll find inspiration there. Hmm. I ask to travel with Lucia. I accept Alice's offer. I inquire whether Oyoko's employers needs more hands. I declare my intention is to travel alone. No, I'll stick around with Alex. What? Jack the Ripper. Hey, I'm a killer also, though my killings are really spread out. What's your type of victim? Whores. I was playing Dishonored the other day, and went to the brothel. Slaughtered everyone there. I accept Alice's offer. I'll stick around with her. But finished the game full compassion. Full of compassion. I did. I did it. What? Did it? What? I. I beat. Wait. I. I beat the game. What happened? Wait. Uh. Finished the game as a stalwart practitioner of medical principle. There we go. That was weird. Let me just make sure it's showing. Ah! What the fuck? It's not showing. Get out of here. What the heck, man? Why did you do that? Hold on. There's more. More to it. Just a little more. But there's more. Ba-doop. There we go. I think there's much to be learned about from our time here, you say. I'd be glad to assist this cataloging and research. I thought you'd be keen to assist, Alice says with a smile. But it's a relief to have that confirmed. A brawny arm looms over your shoulder, lifting the plate of discarded lamb bones from your table and adding it atop a pile of others held in the barman's other hand. All done? He asks. Appears so, Ioko says with a nod of thanks. The barman departs, keeping the plates close as he winds between table and customer alike. Could be the last time the four of us are together like this, you say. Lucia's palm strikes the tabletop, vibrating the remaining cups and goblets. Then let's make it memorable. Where to from here? I know a place, Alice remarks, pushing back her chair and picking up of her fox mask. Is it a library? Asks Ayoko, sounding dubious. Depends. Do libraries tend to have knife throwers and revelry? Lucia laughs. Oh, I think I know this spot. The mercenary puts their arm across Alice's shoulder. Why, Fox, you are still full of surprises. Your colleagues take a few steps away from the table, then turn to look for you. Jack the Ripper, you coming? You put a hand on your crow mask and smile. Wouldn't miss it, you say. End. Hey, I fucking love that game. This game was fucking awesome. We hope you've enjoyed playing Mask of the Plague Doctor. On a scale of 1 to 10, how likely are you to recommend this game to a friend? 10. Most likely. Oh my gosh, I fucking love this game. This game was fucking great. If any of you enjoyed, I implore you and encourage you to play this game for yourself. Each decision you make affects your choices. Each decision. It's fucking crazy. I love this fucking game. It's so awesome. You'll see all kinds of different fucking dialogues for every choice that you make. And it's amazing how many choices you can make in this game. It's so many. and so good. I love the fucking story. I can't even believe that I fucking cured the plague. I thought I was just gonna fucking have my head roll and have to die fighting over in a battle against these dudes, but somehow I managed and had a good ending. Thanks for playing. Choice of Games releases new games like this one on a regular basis. Alright, I'll do that later. With that being said, that is the end of the stream. I'll be streaming Dishonored soon, but for this one, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed if you did, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Later.